Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but you can tell by the title we're going to be talking about everything Cardano. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Looking at the overall markets today, you are seeing some coins up quite a bit, but overall, majority of the altcoins are down a little bit. Nothing crazy, just minor pullbacks. As far as ADA is concerned, we're down about 0.3% with the price currently sitting at 46 cents and also down about 1% in Bitcoin comparative. Market cap currently sitting at $16.28 billion and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at $208 million. So what exactly is next? Some people are starting to call Cardano a stable coin. Like, what exactly is happening with ADA? We're going to have that discussion. And of course, this is an every other day update. So if you want to see this continuation really going, if you do enjoy it, of course, there are trolls that are going to come out that are obviously just going to hate on ADA specifically. That's just going to be the case no matter what. But if you as a Cardano holder appreciate these updates and want to continue to see them, just smash that like button and let me know in the comments down below. But before we get into it any further though, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrencies. So we're going to start off with this here. This speaks a lot for what the current state for Cardano really is, and I will elaborate a little bit more as to what I mean. So this right here is the historic Google search trend for ADA. So every time people search Cardano on Google, obviously we can kind of find out this just by the trend, and you can see we did see a little bit of a peak in December, as well as we saw a peak in March. And if you kind of correlate this with the overall price, you will kind of see when the price was doing quite great, we did see this uptick in the interest of Google searches for ADA itself. But when the price isn't doing too great, you're not seeing as many people interested, and that speaks a lot. As of now, as far as retail, quote unquote retail, is concerned, there's a very low amounts of interest that's coming in for ADA, and there's no question about that. People can come out and say, oh, Crypto ZX, well, I'm here, I'm a retail investor, I'm paying attention to ADA. But we're talking about in terms of the grand scheme of things, broader market. Look at Pepe, for instance, just an example. Look at Solana, for example. Look at what's another one, Ethereum. Look at these big coins that are gaining so much traction over the past few months. This is where the retail hype, the retail eyes are mainly at as of now. And ADA right now is lagging behind, so it's definitely moving over the course of the last, I would say, 6 to 7 months. While the entire market did make its move towards the upside, it's not that ADA just stayed where it was 6 months ago. It has made quite an impressive move, which goes unnoticed. But right now, the amount of retail interest right now for ADA, it's just low, and there's no arguing about that. But could that change? In my opinion, yes. As I've said, we still haven't hit an in terms of altcoin season. I still think we haven't started an altcoin season. I think we will start that Q3 or late Q2 for that to happen, and that's where obviously altcoins start going up. And remember, ADA, proof of stake consensus, a lot going for ADA itself. Obviously, the people that don't know anything about Cardano, they're just going to be clueless. They're just going to come out and talk specifically about the price itself. But as far as the project itself, the ecosystem itself, there's a lot going for itself. Obviously the trolls don't see that. The current state of the market has just completely shifted. We are seeing a lot of other layer ones. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of other layer ones that are gaining traction. We're talking about specifically new ones. Look at what Caspa is doing. And you're seeing internet computer gaining a lot of traction. So people are looking for the next ADA. That's that conversation that takes place, because let's not forget, ADA hasn't been in the space for just over the last 2 years. ADA has been in the space for quite some time, and it was able to reach some high levels of market valuation in the last cycle. So people are looking for what will be the next ADA, from the early beginnings as to where Cardano ended up going. And you're seeing a lot of new kids that are just going crazy right now. But these big boys, these OGs, really haven't moved as of now. And it's just the state of the market, the times we're in. Meme coins are gaining so much traction. We've never seen meme coins gaining this much traction before. So a lot of big boys, solid projects are lagging behind. And what I mean by that is, there's a lot of coins with massive amounts of utility. And one major one to name is VeChain. If you truly, and again, this is not no shill or anything like that, I'm just telling you based on my information. As you guys know, we keep it 100% neutral. VeChain has a lot going for itself in terms of innovation, but it's just lagging behind. And the list can go on and on. And we're seeing the similar situation play out for ADA. And a lot of people at the same time, as I've said, the retail interest is not as high. And on top of that, what's happening is a lot of people that were part of the Cardano community are just giving up and leaving. And again, as I've said to you guys before anyone comes out and says, people that are part of the Cardano community that come out and, kind of bash these people, we cannot be bashing them. At the end of the day, everyone has, the right to, reevaluate their portfolios and get ready for the next 7 to 8 months. No one is wrong for that. So as far as ADA is concerned, I want you guys to realize it's not a stable coin. It did make quite a significant move pretty much since October. But what you're starting to see is it's having a little bit of a hard time breaking out of these key resistance levels. And again, it goes back to what I said, low amounts of interest from retail. So what you're starting to see right now is a lot of sideways movement. We did make our way up to this 50.89 cents resistance. That was a really impressive move. Of course, that's when Bitcoin initially broke out at that 70K mark. But since then, it's made its way back down towards the downside and it's pretty much consolidating around here at some key support lines. So it's trying to hold this support line rather than actually breaking out. But overall, again, not much has changed. You will see this coin, and in my opinion, how I'm projecting ADA's performance to be is it's going to be a slow mover. Unless we do see Bitcoin smashing past all-time highs. I think this could really bring in a lot of heat towards ADA. But as I've said to you guys before, a huge catalyst for ADA could be a lot of different coins launching on ADA. NFTs kind of popping off. I think this could bring in a lot of attention to Cardano's ecosystem. I don't know how that's going to happen, but potentially could happen. But yeah, that's how I'm currently projecting ADA's future. Do let me know down below what you guys personally think. Let me know what your overall thoughts on Cardano is right now as a holder. Just am very curious to know. But as far as the price is concerned, pretty much holding around these levels right now. Can't really say much. Obviously some resistance coming in the way, but pay very close attention to BTC. So pretty much as far as the price is concerned, not much is going on. So let me know your thoughts down below as to what I've discussed. I'm very curious to find out. And yeah, it's been CryptoZX and peace out.